Happy New Year! Big welcome back, guys. I want to give you a big Happy New Year. Sorry, it was a bit of a delay in uploading anything, but I was looking through my hard drive and I came across one of my flights from down in Mexico there that I didn't upload. So I thought, perfect chance to do a little Vlogeroonie here. And yeah, it's the weather's been too crappy to get out and fly the Mavic. We'll talk about that after, but I just wanted to say welcome and welcome to anyone new that's never been on my channel before. I'm Mike, and I like to have a little bit of fun doing these little flight vlogs, flying around, talking to you guys about where I am or whatever. And yeah, so here we are. We are in just a little bit north of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I'd walked down this beach so that I could do a really nice flight along it just by the design. You can see how there's like the tip of the beach there in the end, and I actually did just point at my screen for some reason as I said that. And then behind me, so I came over there so I could maximize distance basically. If I took off from my resort, there's a lot of people, and I wouldn't have been able to maybe go as far as whatever. So I was hoping to go up around the other corner more. Anyway, all that crap out of the way. Cruising along here, I think we get a couple of people that are going to wave at the drone when I fly by. And I got to tell you guys a little bad news. Some of the people on Facebook will already know. I messed up my portable hard drive that contained all my flights, all my flight footage, basically. I've got a little bit that's on my laptop, but I've got like hundreds of flights on that other drive, and I dropped it all of like 14 inches onto soft carpet, and that was all it took to break. So now it just makes weird noises and stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing a favorite flights of the year video or not. That's what I was working on when it fell. I was actually in the process of adding them to Power Director and trimming them. So very unfortunate, it corrupted the file, everything like that. So we may not be able to get one of those. But at least we got this beach flight here. This was just sitting on there. I did use one clip of it before, I think in my things to come video. Um, Man, I miss this place. I tell you, every time I watch any of the videos of any of the tropical places we've gone, I sit and I think, oh, this sucks. You know how cold and crappy it is out here right now? And, yes, I should have been tropical. Anyone that watched in my last video when I was discussing like about stinky water coming out of the ground at the in the ocean there, I just flew over the dark patch. And that's where you could see if you were listening to that video before, that was what I was saying, where the stinkiness comes from, basically. Um, right there, you can see all that dark area. That's yeah. Somebody said it was alligator poop. Probably was. Who knows? Um, what else to talk about? Unfortunately, I haven't really been getting any flight time on my Mavic. I don't know what happened. Like you think of winter and you think of a beautiful scene with nice, a nice layer of snow on the ground, maybe some flurries falling gently to the earth. No, it's all like crappy and brown out. We don't even have snow on the ground. It's rainy, or even when it's cold and it's not raining, it's just windy as all hell. And we're talking like, 20 to 50 kilometer an hour wind gusts for several days now. It's just been terrible. So I can't even get out and use the Mavic. I watched this guy on YouTube that had a flight, and I shared it on my Facebook. So join me on Facebook if you haven't. I accept everybody. You just send me a friend request. I get it instantly on my phone. I'll accept you. Anyway, I shared a video of this guy that flew a little FPV drone around Walmart. And I got to tell you, it's freaking hilarious. I loved it. And now I find myself tempted to, like, head to a different city because I'm not going to screw up my own Walmart. But, like, head to Toronto and just, like, bring my Mavic in the middle of the clothes department or something and just pop it up in the air for a minute. You know what I mean? Fly in a circle or something. I don't even know. If one of you guys watching this has the balls to do that, that would be hilarious. What are they really going to do anyway? They're going to tell you to leave the store. But that would really be funny. Anyways, this kid, he flies around now. He does come close to hitting some people. So, he was doing FPV mode, right? So he was down low in the aisles. So I would say, keep it up above everybody. But anyway, these were pretty cool. Back on track for the video. The jet skis. So you go and you can rent a jet ski for like $50 US or something for half an hour. my buddy did it, except I didn't know. Barry the Fairy there, hi Barry. He didn't actually tell me when he was going there, so I didn't know. And so I didn't join him or fly around him. I would have loved to have done it and filmed myself, but I didn't have anyone to fly the drone for me. I didn't have anyone with me that was experienced with flying the drone that I would say, here, can you fly the drone and follow me on a jet ski? You know what I mean? So unfortunately, not this trip, but now my buddy Barry, I'll put the link to his channel in the description. He's called Mr. Complex Guy, but I think he's going to change the name to Dick with a Drone or something, or Drone Dick or something. Um, he bought a Phantom 4 like last week, and he went and bought it with some batteries and everything like that because he's actually back in Mexico. He was there with us in November, and he had so much fun they decided to go back, and now they're right back. And so he took the drone, and they're in Cancun. Cancun, right by the airport there. So he's going to be making some awesome video. Hopefully, he doesn't like crash it into a resort or something like that because he's a new pilot, and the weather was crappy here, so he didn't really get much time to learn it. But he said he was going to go away from the resort a bit or something and try to really get the hang of it and stuff. But I think he's got it anyway. So follow him to get some video of that because, yeah, tropical videos are way better than cold videos. Except sometimes, you get that nice, beautiful 4K flowing down a nice icy river or something like that. And maybe a cardinal flies by and you see that in the background. And, Santa's Village off to the right side, maybe. A couple of snowmen on the left side of the river. I'm just messing with you. I'm just building a scene. Did you guys build that scene in your head as I described it? Probably you did. Anyway, so back to this. This was kind of like an unused section of beach here. You can see it's all just overgrown, like jungly or whatever. And when I was walking along, I came across these two. They were setting up, or three of them, I guess, are there. They were setting up some kind of nets. I'm not sure if it was for fish or shrimp is more likely what I thought. I didn't talk to them. The weird thing is they seemed completely unfazed by my drone. Like you see, I hover it here and I'm gonna go around them, and they don't they're zero F's given, right? So good for them, I guess, for not caring. I was thinking that they would look and wave or something, but the whole time I was there, I never saw them actually get anything. Like they didn't achieve anything with this net. So hopefully, at the end of the day, whatever they were up to actually worked out for them. And you see the couple walking down the beach right there, the closest to us. They just left from talking to me. I'm sitting right behind them in a little spot there, and I was showing them the drone. That's one thing that happens a lot, is a lot of times people are, wanting to see the drone. And that's cool. I don't mind at all. As a matter of fact, I was flying the other day. I uploaded that video of the icy dip, whatever, which is pretty cool. Watch it if you haven't yet. Anyway, while I was there flying, I probably had 5 or 6 people come up to me and talk to me, and I met a couple of other drone pilots actually while I was there. A nice fellow that had just got one for Christmas, and another guy that builds his own custom quads and stuff, but he was very interested in the Mavic. And yeah, it's really cool getting out and meeting new people out at the park. Everyone seems to have a really good positive attitude about them. And what else to talk about here? Lately, I've been watching, and I'm going to give a shout out to. I got to give a shout out to so many of you. It's just hard to remember everybody, but just one in particular because I was watching his videos. A guy is called Cruising Off Duty. I know he said he subs to me, so he's watching this. If you're watching this, hi. I was very impressed. He did a video up in Ottawa, Canada, which is like our nation's capital, and he did some really nice video at night, like flying around and seeing the lights of the city and stuff like that. He was very careful with it, and he's actually a Ottawa police officer. And it's him and his wife, and they got a sailboat, and they're going to sail around the world one day and stuff. So maybe you want to check them out. And there's just so many of you guys that I watch. It's hard to think on the spot now who else I would have liked to give a shout out to. All of you. Why don't you go ahead and in my comments, anyone that wants a shout out, give yourself a shout out in my comments. Say, hey guys, my name's so and so. I make videos, and say where you are. If you're in Canada, you're in the UK, you're in Australia, whatever it is, because I notice that you guys come from all around the world. Put in the comments where you are. and let others know. And maybe we can work on getting everybody some new subscribers. You know what I mean? I've been having a lot of fun building my channel, and I know a lot of you guys have emailed me asking various things about building a channel. And so part of it is just getting out there and getting involved with the community. And yeah. Um, Other news was that maybe thought about it in the summertime doing like a drone meetup out in the Scarborough Bluffs. I believe they did one last year. I'm not sure. I saw something about it. I'm not positive that it actually ever took place or not, but I think it did. And I thought it would be cool to do that. Like, you know what I mean? If people got out there, just imagine how much fun it would be. Like, having 100 drones up in the air, and that's one place out by the Scarborough Bluffs in the GTA where you're actually allowed to fly. It's unrestricted. There's no airports. There's no you can be the 150 meters or whatever away from people and buildings and all of that, even though it's not actually the law. Keep that in mind. It's guidelines, not laws. Fly safe always, but I like to say that. But anyway, we wouldn't even be going against any guidelines. Everyone could just go out and have a great time. So that's a possibility if somebody organizes it or something. I'm probably not the guy to organize it. I'm very unorganized, but hopefully somebody will. And sorry about that big pause in the ocean there. I don't know what that was for, but now I'm going to go fly over to this boat. And I thought they was up to some no good, but I don't know. You guys can be the judge. I don't think it worked out to be anything. I thought maybe it was some dude and his old lady having a good time or something. But anyway, I missed my boat. I did a video. I don't know, probably 2 years ago. I know not many people go back and watch those old videos anyway. But the nice ski boat that we redid, I bought it in Buffalo, and we totally gutted the boat, redid all new interior carpets, had the seats all reupholstered, everything, and then I just sold it. And the only reason I sold it was because it just seems that I was never like available to go motorboating, even though I love motorboating. But I could never go motorboating when it was always rough, or the weather wasn't good or something, a reason that I couldn't go. And so I just said forget it, and we bought the camping trailer instead because, you can use a trailer pretty much in any kind of weather. So um, whatever. But then I missed my boat. It was just, whatever, a 19-footer or something ski boat. And yeah, it's too bad. Maybe one day I'll get another one. I don't know. We'll see. I got to make a buddy local in town that's got a boat or something maybe, or a jet ski. I'd really like a jet ski, but I don't have any buddies with a jet ski, so that just seems like it would be incredibly boring all by yourself. I've only ever gone jet skiing once, and that was out in Key West. I've actually got the videos on my channel of that, but that was a good time. Da, 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 da. Man, isn't it nice just looking at this tropical ocean? I can't wait for our next trip. We know that, I know I've mentioned this before, we're doing the cruise, but not until like the end of the year. So what do you guys think? We should be sneaking another trip in there before that, maybe the spring, screw off somewhere. I don't know, maybe Cuba, maybe Mexico. I don't know. Cuba, we didn't like the food too much, but we were looking at some other destinations too. But the problem that we do face is that now we end up in the, like, price gouging season, and it was, when we start looking at March break. I got a kid in school, so that's generally the ideal time. I'll tell you a little trip about or story about the Cuba trip. We took that on March break. I actually sent my son to stay with family, and it was just me and my old lady. Went just kind of the two of us get away. We actually did 10 or 14 days. I don't know, whatever it was. Maybe it was 10 days. And it was oh geez, it was what, 3,000 or 3,500 bucks for the two of us for a trip that normally probably would have cost 12 or 1,500 bucks. Like, going to Cuba from Canada is cheap. Um, and then the hotel sucked and or whatever anyway, so it wasn't even a good experience. But I would have loved to have had a drone down there. It was a beautiful place, and out fly along the countryside and stuff like that would have been awesome. But anyway, this is the shot that I was saying I used in my things to come video. I just thought it'd be fun to fly all nice and low, and I'm not too worried if a little splash gets on the drone. That was the Phantom 3 Advanced, but It's I know the drones can take it. I've watched people like, spray their drones with garden hoses and stuff like that and nothing happened. Not that I would suggest that you do it. I know that people have. Um, this the blue jet ski was just sitting there taunting me. I was like, I don't even know who owns the jet ski. It was, it was moored out there, but it was kind of weird because normally you just pull a jet ski up onto the beach, but they decided just to leave it floating there. There's little old me, and yeah, having a great time. I think my old lady was suntanning or something while I was out doing this. I should have went and walked around that resort. That's one good thing about these resorts is like there's no problem to go and walk from one onto another. They don't really care. When we were at our other Mexican place there, we wandered around the whole suburb basically, and some of it was other resorts. And here I'm going to do my nice close shots to the palm trees. I actually got a little nervous. You can see there was a bit of wind that day, or I guess it's even a little more than a bit of wind. It's quite a bit of wind actually, but I get pretty close sometimes when I try to do stuff like this. Obviously, when I'm doing something like this, back to building a channel and stuff, normally you would edit out all the unusable stuff, you know what I mean? So you just take this part right here, just a nice close flyby, a few seconds, and you would just trim it, and that would just be what you use of that. But um, because I'm using this on my vlog, this video has just been unedited. It was unedited. Anyway, it was just what I filmed, and I'm doing my best not to be too ignorant with my drone. You know what I mean? I don't want to harass people, and I think I do pretty well for that, though. Even though you see me go over people on the beach, um, it's I'm still being very careful in it and trying to be really aware of my surroundings. If you see me pop my drone high up in the air, I did that the other day, or whatever when I first got it up to 500 meters. It's up there for a few seconds and then right back down. Um, it's just people have this false sense of danger with them. You know what I mean? So. I always like to fly safe and have fun. I know I'm all over the place again, but ew, the water looks poopy. Them alligators have been at it again. I don't know why that's like that right there. Maybe there's more runoff from the jungle or something there. Who knows? Anyway, what a beautiful place to visit, and I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. Don't forget, put a comment down below, give yourself a shout out, and consider that my authorized shout out to you. I have no problem with you using my comments to help build your channel. I check a lot of you out. If you want me to sub to you, just put it in the comments below and I'll probably do it. And I'll watch your videos in the evening. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you guys next time. Happy New Year once again. Bye-bye.